On January 31st, Dogman hits theaters, and DreamWorks is kicking off 2025 on the right foot. From the trailer, it's clear that the movie looks visually stunning and stays true to the book universe that inspired the story. The film's villain will be Petey, an orange cat whose evil plans threaten the entire city, making Dogman the only one who can stop him. But will Dogman really have to face this challenge alone? Did you know that Petey has a son named Lil Petey? He was created as part of an attempt by Petey to clone himself and, in the books, became the character who managed to turn Petey away from his villainous ways. Stick with me until the end of this video, and I'll tell you everything about Lil Petey, the character who in the books has become even more prominent than Dogman himself. Let's dive in! Welcome to Cine lovers and the world of Captain Underpants. Yes, Dogman is part of the Captain Underpants universe. Dogman started as a spin-off of Captain Underpants and has since won fans all over the world, even surpassing Captain Underpants in the number of books. And to the delight of fans, Dogman is now making the leap from the pages of books to the big screen in a beautifully animated film by DreamWorks. One of the characters audiences are most excited to see in this movie and in the stories isn't Captain Underpants or even Dogman, it's Lil Petey. Lil Petey first appeared in Dogman in the third book of the series, titled A Tale of Two Kitties. He came from Petey's bizarre idea of cloning himself to create a henchman and partner for his crimes. But things didn't go as planned. The clone was a total letdown for Petey. Instead of a partner in crime, he ended up with a kind-hearted, childlike companion who was completely useless for his villainous schemes. Being the villain he is, and finding his mini-clone unbearable, Petey abandoned his son on the street without a second thought. But despite the traumatic situation, something good came out of it. None other than Dogman found Lil Petey alone and decided to adopt him. Talk about irony. Petey tried to create a criminal partner for himself but ended up making an ally for his police enemy. The two got along perfectly since their sense of justice was so similar, and Lil Petey became Dogman's right-hand man. Of course, this didn't make Petey happy at all. Lil Petey, besides being adorable and annoying to some, is a very intelligent, creative kid who makes friends easily. After seeing the friendship between his son and the police officer, Petey regretted abandoning Lil Petey on the street and built a robot named ADHD to forcibly bring him back. But, as seems to be the pattern, Petey's plan backfired. Lil Petey's kindness won over the robot, and it never returned to Petey. Unlike you, who always comes back to Cine lovers to check out the latest news I bring about the world of cinema and animation, leave a like and make sure you're subscribed to the channel because I can already tell you, 2025 will be the best year for cinema in the last 10 years, and you'll stay updated on everything right here. Anyway, even after failing once again to bring his son back, Petey didn't give up. He kept trying to convince Lil Petey to switch sides and become a villain like him, but things went completely the other way. When Petey is pardoned for his crimes and released from prison after being detained for attacking the city, he manages the amazing feat of regaining custody of his son. Lil Petey starts living with him during the week and stays with Dogman only on weekends. As you might expect, Lil Petey's grandfather, Grandpa Petey, turned out to be even more troubling than his dad. After they began living together, Lil Petey decided he wanted to meet his grandfather, but he soon discovered it would have been better not to. He invited Grandpa Petey over for a visit and quickly learned about his anger issues, which caused him to break things whenever he got upset. Besides being rude to both his son and grandson, Grandpa Petey also took advantage of the situation. While left alone, he stole valuable items from the house. After that, the relationship between Lil Petey and Petey continued with its ups and downs. There were times when Petey tried to turn his son evil, but every single time, he lost to the pure kindness that Lil Petey embodied. Now, here's a point that can't be ignored. While some fans absolutely love Lil Petey for his purity and his elevated level of irritation that becomes comically endearing, there's another group of readers who don't like him at all. They're even extremely annoyed that he made Petey give up being a villain and that he's been receiving so much spotlight in the latest books. Regardless of personal opinions, Lil Petey's importance to the entire Dogman universe is undeniable. He's become one of the main characters in the series, powerful enough to make major villains like his father switch sides, and the biggest ally Dogman has in the fight against crime. Petey found his redemption and turned good, all thanks to Lil Petey. As I mentioned, Dogman belongs to the same universe as Captain Underpants, being a spin-off. And from this spin-off came yet another spin-off, Cat Kid Comic Club, which already has 4 books with more on the way. In this series, Lil Petey takes the lead and embarks on brand new adventures alongside beloved characters from the franchise and some fresh new faces. Now tell me, what do you think of Lil Petey as a character? Does he irritate you a lot, or has he won you over? While January 31st is still a little ways off, take this chance to check out these videos I made about Dogman. I'm sure that if you're a fan of the books, you'll love them. And if you're not a fan yet, you'll become one. Click away. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video here on Cine Lovers.